Hi everyone and welcome to our Solidworks Essential Training Classes, Lesson 2. In this session we'll be taking a look at dimensioning and continuing with more sketch functions. Let's begin. As in our previous session, we'll have to go File, New. We'll be working in the part document environment, and after selecting this, it will open the part field. From here we will enter the sketch environment again by selecting Sketch. For this lesson we'll be using the front plane, so I'll ensure it is highlighted and select the front plane. Now that we have selected a plane, we are able to start our drawings. We will be selecting line and just draw a simple line for now. We will exit the continuous line by pressing Escape on the keyboard. After selecting the line, we would select the line to be horizontal in relation. We see that our start point is now defined and the line direction is defined. The only component missing to have the sketch fully defined is a dimension, giving the line a length. To do this, we will be selecting Smart Dimension in the Sketch tab. Once selected, we will see that our mouse pointer has changed and shows a dimensioning sign. After this, we can go and select the line, pull upwards or downwards and click. This would open up the Modify tab. We are now able to modify the length of the line. Also note that if we draw a line sideways, that using Smart Dimension, selecting between the two lines, we are able to enter in the Modify tab a degree for the lines apart. Also note that this line now is defined with the start point and the angle, but it still does not have a length relation. To add this, we will hit Smart Dimension once more, and we will select the line, pull to either up or down to enter the length. Note that we are also able to pull it to the side and add a height. So let's add a height of 50. We are now also able to check the length of this line by adding another Smart Dimension, selecting the line again and pulling it to the other side. Once this happens, it says that we are over-defining the sketch. If we want to leave the size in, we can make it a driven dimension. This says that the dimension does not control the length of the line but purely shows the length of the line. To demonstrate this, we will make this dimension driven. Now you can see that this dimension is grey compared to the others. This indicates that it is a driven dimension. To demonstrate this, we will now change the height of the line, and then we would watch what happens to the driven dimension. To edit the dimension, we will be just selecting or double-clicking one of the dimensions that we have made. Let's now change this side to 100. See what happened to the driven dimension. The new length of the line is now indicated. If this is not the desired dimension that you would have wanted, you are able to delete the older one, delete the driven dimension, and we are able to dimension the length of the line. Let's make that line 100. Now we are able to rather make the height a driven dimension. We can now see that this dimension is driven and this one is the driving dimension, which controls the length of the line. We are also able to edit the degree that we have made by once again double clicking on it. This would open the Modify tab and we are able to change the degree. This is the simple way of dimensioning a line. Furthermore, if we can select and we draw another line, but I do not start it from the center point and just randomly enter the line anywhere, we are now still able to enter a dimension. Let's make this line 200 long. And we are even able to give this line a horizontal, or let's say a vertical relation. Note that the line is still completely blue. The end point won't move and the start point won't move, but they will move in total relation to in the sketching environment. The reason for this is that the line does not have any relation to the 0, 0 point. Remember from our previous video, we are able to select one of the points and move it and connect it to that point. We are also able to smart dimension between the line and the start point and actually have a size entered. Note that the line has now turned black, but the start and the end point have not. The reason for this is this line is still underdefined. It can still move up and down. We are still now able to add another smart dimension between this center point and the end or the start of the line, and we are able to enter a size. Note that everything has turned black and our sketch is now fully defined. It is important to work with fully defined sketches for the main reason that they can stay in relation to a centroid or a center point. The reason for doing this is that if our sketches are blue, they are able to move around. This will affect once we've got parts again. So if we left this line undefined and in a later stage we wanted to edit the sketch and we were able to by accident move the line, this would affect all the parts that we have created. So please work with defined sketches. To continue with our sketching functions, let's delete everything on the board. We are simply able to either highlight everything and hit delete on the keyboard. Showing this, I would like to show you the two ways of selecting. Note that if I select from the left top or from the left to the right and I stop within a line, note that it has only selected the one line that was completely highlighted. If I select from the left, it would select everything that the selection has touched. So I am just able to select from the right hand all the way and just cut some of the lines, and this would enforce to highlight everything. Let's do that once again. If I select from the left hand and I just touch somewhere all the lines, it will ignore the lines that was not fully covered. But if I highlight from the right, if I'm just able to touch all of the lines, it will select everything that I have touched. Let's now hit delete on the keyboard. Let's now use the line functions to create a square. Once we start the sketch, we move our mouse pointer up. See that the line is in a continuous line. So once we select again, now note when coming down that the construction line in blue will appear when I approach close to the center point or the beginning of our previous sketch. You see the line appear? That indicates that we are now aligned with that start point. So we are now able to select and to complete our square. Note that these two lines are now black, but not their endpoints of both of them, and this shows that the other two lines are now also underdefined. So let's go and define them by using Smart Dimension. Once again, we'll activate our Smart Dimension at the top. See that our mouse pointer indicates dimensioning, and we are able to give this square a size by selecting the line, pulling up, selecting, and let's give it a size of 100. Let's also do that to the other corner of the square. And now we've got a fully defined square. Thank you for watching.